Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, so I wanted to come back with a new makeup tutorial, and I really like how it turned out. This is kind of like a fall winter type of makeup look, and I haven't really done a kind of dramatic look in a minute, so I really wanted to try something out, and I love these tones. I love how it turned out. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Remember to hit like, subscribe to my channel, go ahead and follow me on Instagram because you'll find me more regularly on there. My username is It's Alejandra Castro, and yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay guys, so I already primed my face. I used the Hourglass Veil Primer, which is one of my favorites, and now we're gonna go ahead and put on my foundation. I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I just haven't used it in a while, and I wanted to kind of, start using more of the foundations that I actually have versus just focusing on one, even though the one I really love right now is the Maybelline something Dream something. I don't know what it is, but I've used it in my last videos, I think, in like my favorite ones. But yeah, I'm using this one today, and it's a really good foundation. I do love this one, and it's in the shade Y245. And then I'm just taking my, what is this? I think it's the It Cosmetics Airbrush something complexion number 132 dual-ended brush. It's one of my favorite brushes. It's the one I actually use all the time. And when it was on sale during like one of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, I bought another one as a backup for when one of them is too, dirty and I don't feel like cleaning it yet. And just ignore my little friend right here. It's not going away yet, which really sucks, but oh well, I've been having good skin, so I'm not too mad. Okay, and then as always, I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Medium to Deep. I actually mixed Medium to Deep with the lighter one, but I couldn't find it. But this one just does the job by itself anyway, so. And then moving on, we're gonna go into the contour, and I'm using the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. And I'm using one of my favorite brushes to do contour with, and it is the Morphe G40 brush. I really love this one, which I will be doing. I am filming next my favorite brushes, which are the ones I use on the daily. I have a lot, but the ones I use every single day and I reach for and am constantly using, I'm gonna be filming, my favorite brushes, so stay tuned for that. And most of my brushes are not super expensive, so that's a plus. I find just kind of like putting my brush into the cream bronzer and kind of like swirling it around on the product is better than me just swiping the product on my face, because I feel like when I do that, sometimes it takes away from my some of the foundation we laid down or I laid down, and doing it this way just packs on the pigment instead of taking it off. Because I'm not really swiping anything, I'm just pressing it into the skin. And then for my nose, I like to use this brush, which is from Sonia Kashuk, which you can get at Target, and it is the Domed Concealer Brush, and I just swirl it in there as well and contour my nose, which it's just habit now to do this, because I used to not contour my nose, but just so everything looks cohesive, I've been doing it every time. And now we're gonna go into highlighting, and I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Light Beige. I actually want to get a little bit of a deeper shade that isn't super light. And I'm just putting on a little bit. And I'm putting it on my eye too as an eyeshadow primer. I go ahead and do my highlight and my blush because they are cream and liquid products, and I don't want to put it on top after I've already set everything. So I'm using the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in the shade Champagne Pop. I've been using this every single day. It was in my last Get Ready With Me favorites video. It's just really amazing. I definitely recommend picking this up because it's just a perfect shade for every day. It doesn't look too, it does give you that bright shine, but if you want to tone it down, you totally can. And it just gives you this really nice glow from within. And you can either apply it using your fingers or a brush. I do it both ways, and they both turn out perfect, so. And then just to kind of make sure everything's blended in, I go back over it with my beauty sponge. And then just to kind of make sure everything's blended, I'm just gonna stipple on top of everything. Make sure it's nice and blended, that there's no lines. And for my blush, I'm using the Nudies Matte All Over Blush Color in the shade Sunset Strip, which is a really pretty color. And I think it'll go really nice with this look that we're gonna do today. But it is pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna try and do it lightly, because I overdid it one time and I was like, a little too much there, Alex. Not too much, just a little bit of a flush. Give me some color. And now we're gonna go ahead and set everything. And just to make sure there's no creasing before I set, I can go over it with my beauty sponge. And I'm using the Dermablend Translucent Setting Powder, which is my like #1 favorite powder. There's a ton I love, but I just keep coming back to this one. It's just really good. And really good at keeping my face matte. Especially around my chin. I like to kind of pat it in a little bit to really just press it and keep that locked down. Then for my contour, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Island Ting Sunstalker Bronzer. And I'm just gonna go lightly over everything. I don't really want to put too much pigment on. Just want to set it and mattify. This hair keeps getting in my way. Okay, so I did my brows off camera because that's boring. I've done it a million times. And I'm just gonna wipe off some of this powder and we're gonna get started on the eyes. The most exciting part. I'm gonna keep some of that powder under my eye, so if there's any fallout. But today we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette. I love these little mini palettes that they came out with, and I feel like this is perfect for fall and winter shades. So we're going to do something kind of dramatic, which I haven't really done in a while. So we're just going to see how that goes. This is a MAC brush, but I don't know which one it is. So we're going to go in with that middle shade. I don't know what it's called, but it's the perfect like transition color, and that's just going to go all over my crease. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm going to be using this smaller like pencil blending brush from Morphe. It is the M506, and we're going to go into this like nice orangey shade, the top, and we're going to put that on top a little bit more precisely. And create a little bit of a V here at the bottom. And then I'm going to take that fluffier blending brush and kind of just smooth everything and blend it out. And then I'm going to take this pencil brush. It is from Morphe, an M431 brush. I'm going to start dipping into this darker, deep brown shade and just create like a line. Almost like I'm cutting it or cutting the crease, but very softly. All the way down to the inner corner. And bringing that down, but I'm doing a very light hand. I'm not pressing too hard into my lid so that it doesn't deepen up that much until I can just slowly kind of build it up. It's not perfect, it doesn't have to be. Then I'm taking that precise blending brush and smoothing it out, kind of blending it in. I really love these looks that kind of turn out like this, that kind of have like negative space on the lid and kind of like an outline of eyeshadow. I think it's super cool and different. And I'm just, you know, slowly building this up until I have it, you know, right where I want it. I'm almost there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that transition shade we used to kind of buff it out and blend it in. And then for the center of the lid, we're gonna go in with one of these shimmer shades. I'm not too sure which one I should use. Gold one, I don't want it too gold though. Maybe I'll pick something from a different palette. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one at the bottom. I like that. And I'm just gonna kind of press it in first with my fingers. Pretty. And then let me just take a more precise brush. Okay, and then I'm taking this brush. It's a very stiff and perfect for applying glitter or pigment, and it's from Morphe. It is the M167. Dipping it in, and I'm really using it to be a little bit more precise and keep that shape we kind of carved out, especially here in the corner. I'm going to go in with my pencil brush again, dip into that dark brown color to kind of just make it stick out a little bit better so it doesn't kind of get lost in the glitter. Then I'm taking that orangey shade we used and putting that on top to blend it out. All right, and then for the bottom, we're gonna be using the Morphe R43, which is a perfect, just like short little shader brush to put onto your waterline. And I'm gonna go in with the first two colors we used. And then the darker one, we're just gonna put in that outer corner. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into that dark brown. I'm gonna take a nice little angled brush and just press it close to my lashes, because I'm gonna put on some falsies, and so it doesn't look too weird. Just creating a little bit of depth right there, but super thin. So we have that done. We're gonna move on to the lips. I'm letting my mascara dry real quick, and then I'm gonna put on some lashes. But for my lip liner, I'm using the MAC lip pencil in the shade Oak, because we're gonna go deep today. Well, a little bit. And then for my lipstick, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Ashton. Really love this color. Going full on, you know, fall, winter vibes here. Okay guys, so I just popped on some Kiss lashes. These are the style Page Boy, and I really love them. They're nice and fluttery, but not too, you know, in your face, and definitely not heavy. So yeah, this is it. This is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. I actually had no idea what kind of look I was gonna do, but I really like how this turned out. And yeah, if you liked it, remember to hit like, subscribe to my channel. Everything I used will be listed down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.